welcome to the Game Zone! What we're going to be doing here is showing you guys a couple examples of some games that you can play. We'll update this list as we think of more games. There's plenty out there, and you're not limited to these ones. So, first game we're going to cover is Dodge Block. It's like Dodgeball, but you're using the foam blocks. So, let me show you how it works. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have two sides. One side will be starting on a line over here. The other side will be starting on an evenly spaced out line from the blocks over here. And then, when you say go, both teams will have to go and grab a block that's from the middle and try to race back to touch their side. After they touch their side, now the game's in play, and they can throw their block at somebody else on the other team. I recommend using the fries to divide this so that you constantly have that middle ground. Now, this is dodge block, not block block. So if somebody is holding a block over here, and the opponents throw the block at them and they try to block it, that person is still out because the blocks travel way too slow to be able to, it's OP, all right? You can't block it with another block. That being said, we also have no head safety rule for dodge block. So if you get hit in the noggin, you are still out. You want to make sure you talk about that because these kids, they'll say, well, my head doesn't count. No, it counts, all right? They're out. If you get out, then you're going to go to a designated space by the coach. I usually put it in the corner. The way to get back in is when the coach shouts jailbreak. Everybody who's out comes back in and they can start playing again. All right, for our next game, we're going to play Keepy Uppy. I recommend using one of the lighter spheres that we have because then when you're bouncing it, it's going to be easier, all right? And for Keepy Uppy, it's a cooperative game. So just get all the students who are playing in a circle and have them try to hit it and keep it up in the air without it bouncing. If your students really suck at this game, you can allow one bounce per hit. That's usually a lot easier to... Another way you can make this fun is by using one of the placemats that we have on top of the cage. They can hold those placemats and use that to keep up whatever ball you're using. And finally, game number 3, we're going to play Egg Snatchers. The way this works is you're going to have, it's a competitive game. You're going to have two groups of students. One group starts over here on this side of the beanbags. The other group starts on this side of the beanbags. And what they're going to be doing is when you say go, the people on this side are going to have to race to grab a beanbag and put it over into their pile, while the people on the other side are doing the same thing to this pile. The end goal being whoever has more beanbags on their side wins.